If you're watching this at night or alone, sorry in advance because I have a creepy story for you today. Here it goes. I've been reading everyone else's stories, so I thought I'd share one. I still get chills thinking about what happened when I was house sitting for my neighbor last month. This is going to sound absolutely unhinged and made up, but I swear on everything this actually happened. So this neighbor lady, let's call her Mrs. K, she's this super sweet elderly woman who lives alone. You can all think of someone just like this. She asked me to watch her house while she visited her sister for a week, just basic stuff like watering plants and bringing in mail. She said she would pay me, so I'm already thinking this is going to be easy money, right? She gives me the key and tells me I can use anything in the kitchen if I get hungry while I'm there. The first few days were totally normal. Water the plants, grab the mail, maybe watch some TV. It was honestly so boring, but again, I was getting paid and I'm a broke 19-year-old. But on day 4, I'm in the kitchen getting some water when I hear this weird sound coming from somewhere in the house. It sounded like scratching, like someone was scratching at wood or something. I thought maybe it was a mouse in the walls, so I ignored it because she did mention that she had a mouse problem a few months back. But then it happened again the next day, except this time it was louder and more rhythmic. Like tap, tap, scratch, always coming from the same direction. I realized it was coming from the basement, which, mind you, she had told me I didn't need to worry about that. Now I know I should have minded my own business, but I'm nosy and the sound was driving me crazy. So I found the basement door and slowly opened it. The stairs were wooden and creaky, and there was just a single light bulb hanging from the ceiling. Literally looked like a scene from a horror movie or something. I get to the bottom of the stairs, and the basement looks pretty normal. Just storage boxes, old furniture, typical basement stuff. But then I see this door at the far end that's painted differently from the walls, like it was added later. And the scratching sound is definitely coming from behind that door. Here's where I definitely should have left and called someone, but instead I walked over to the door. It wasn't locked, just had a simple handle. Being dumb, I opened it and found another room that was completely empty except for scratch marks all over the walls, like deep gouges in the wood paneling. If anyone has ever watched the movie Barbarian, it reminded me of that. And in the corner was a pile of what looked like old letters tied with ribbon. I grabbed the letters because at this point I'm too invested to stop. They were love letters, but not sweet romantic ones. These were obsessive, scary letters from someone signing them as your devoted watcher. The letters talked about watching Mrs. K through her windows, following her to the grocery store, and waiting for the right time to make her understand their connection. The most recent letter was dated only 2 weeks before I started house sitting. 2 weeks. I took pictures of everything with my phone and got out of there immediately. When Mrs. K came back, I told her what I found. She went completely pale and said she'd been getting weird feelings like someone was watching her but thought she was just being paranoid. Turns out her ex-husband from like 20 years ago had been breaking into her basement through a window she didn't know was broken. The police found him camping in the woods behind her house. He'd been living there for months, coming into the basement to leave letters and just scratch the walls when he was thinking about her, I guess. Mrs. K moved in with her sister permanently after that. I still have nightmares about those scratch marks. I low-key get the feel like she knew something was up in the basement. How didn't she do anything about the noises before? Because it has definitely been happening for some time with the way those scratches looked. Unless maybe she couldn't hear because she's old? IDK? Make sure you tune in tomorrow for our Wednesday confession submitted by one of your peers. If you want to submit your own confession, DM me the story on Instagram. You can also follow me on Snapchat for daily updates.